Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing okay and keeping well. I thought I'd jump on today because I had this deck come this afternoon and I wanted to kind of like do a little walkthrough. And this is a gift from Cheryl over at Oneness Emporium in exchange for a review, stroke walkthrough. And so it looks absolutely gorgeous. I haven't really seen much of a flip through because when I know I've got something coming on the way, I prefer to like kind of like make my own mind up instead of like watching a full flip through. I've seen a couple of cards like flying around, but it's not as popular as I kind of thought it would be. And this is the Tarot of Hearts, and it's by Isabel Hayes. Published by US Games, and on the back of the box it says, embark on a dazzling tarot odyssey that celebrates the creative arts in all in its myriad forms of dance, music, drama, cinema and storytelling. Tarot of Hearts, bracket heart and hearts heart and arts, invite you to join the colourful parade of tarot characters who will kindle your heart as they deliver their divinatory messages. Visionary artist Isabel Hayes hand-painted each card following the Rider-Waite system, adding an extra lover's card while displaying her own bold and passionate vision. The 79 card deck pulsates with world rhythms and delivers uniquely imagined stories. Minor arcana suits are replaced with artist tools from paintbrushes to piano keys. Give your imagination the freedom to play with new shades and hues as you embark on your own inspirational tarot deck. 79 gold gilt edge cards and 288 page full of colour illustrated guidebook. Well, this looks promising. So as I said, it's published by US Games. I haven't even opened it. I thought I'd just like come on here and do it. It's much easier. So let me just get this plastic off and put it to the side. So what have we got here? How do you open it? Is it a lift off box? Yep, lift off box. Plain in the inside. Ribbon pull for the ease of getting the book out. Gosh, that's a thick book. And then the cards. Let's have a look. Right, okay. I didn't mean to intentionally throw that box on the floor, then it just slipped out my hands. Right, so these are kind of like, it says gold, but they're more, it's not like metallic gold, it's like kind of a matte gold. Absolutely lovely. And oh my gosh, the cardstock's linen, how lovely is that? I already love it because linen is my favourite cardstock. Right, so let's have a quick look at the guidebook. So I've never seen a US Games deck with a guidebook this large, but then again, I don't normally review US Games decks, so they may all be like this now. So, meet Isabel. Born in Guatemala City and raised in Madrid and Los Angeles, Isabel is now based in San Francisco. Self-taught painter and illustrator. Isabel's subjects emerge entirely from her imagination. Isabel's intense colours in her paintings pay homage to her various homeland countries: Guatemala, Spain and the United States. Tarot of Hearts is Isabel's first tarot project, and she was a contributing artist to Pride Tarot. Okay, I didn't actually get Pride Tarot. I didn't like it, so yeah, that's another story anyway. So okay, so we've got the table of contents: dedication, introduction, upright and reverse, major, minor, the suits, the heart spread with gratitude, and meet Isabel, which we have already done. So we've got an introduction there, upright reversed. Each card is uniquely hand-painted. How lovely. It's lovely to see something, kind of hand-painted for a change, because now we're living in this digital age. So, okay, so we've got a full description of the card, and which is what I love here. He has travelled on roller skates through winding roads all around the world. His left hand, so she explains the symbolism. His right foot is ready to step onto the burning rainbow bridge, which in Norse mythology represents the bridge between heaven and earth. Lots of info in that card. The heart speaks, so that's the, you know, the kind of like little bit about, you know, the card keywords, and then there's a little quote there. So each card I've given all the same treatment all the way through. What an absolutely lovely guidebook. So this deck would be fully suitable for a beginner. And I have said before, I love a guidebook where the artist explains, you know, the symbolism. And you know, I think it's really important, especially if it's like their vision, and I love seeing that. And yeah, it's really nice. As I said, like, obviously I haven't read it, but it looks like really kind of thorough guidebook to me. And it's nice. So yeah, I mean, I've always said about US Games, you know, the production quality and everything is absolutely top marks, 10 out of 10. It always has been. You know, there's no corners cut, no costs cut, but that does actually reflect on the price of the decks now, because I do find US Games decks a little bit expensive now in comparison to what they used to be. So if you're willing to kind of, you know, pay, you know, you get like kind of a lot for your money. But yeah, they have kind of like raised the prices somewhat. But you know what, I suppose the price reflects in the quality of what you get. £200 guidebook, your page guidebook, gilded cardstock, gilded linen cardstock, you know, it's absolutely perfect. So let's have a look. First of all, what I did notice when I did see a couple of the cards is the vibrancy, and this is what I absolutely love about it. The colour palette that's being used, the homage to Isabel's Homelands as well. It is absolutely beautiful. You know, I mean, I'm looking at the camera and looking at the card. There is a slight colour variation. The card's somewhat slightly brighter, and then what you see on the camera, it is absolutely beautiful. What I do love as well, the symbolism in the deck, where you can see that Isabel has put all the symbolism in from the Rider-Waite-Smith and more. That's amazing. That little, I've just noticed that like artist's palette there in front of the Empress, which shows obviously creativity. And so there's you know, there's kind of lots of kind of intuitive hits as well. And I think, I mean, I don't know obviously, because I mean, this is not my thing, but if you're into colour therapy, maybe, you know, the colours kind of give you intuitive hits as well. It's just lovely. I mean, you know, you can see the Aries there, you can see like the globe, which is normally the world that the Emperor's holding there. But like so far, I mean, in the first 3 or 4 cards, there's been no symbolism left out. And I do prefer decks with symbolism, and I like to see an artist's different take on, you know, obviously what stands out to them is what they've included in the deck. So I do think that's like kind of important. So we've got 2 lovers cards there. So choose which one you wish. To me, the lovers card has never represented the lovers per se. It's always represented choice. So I'll probably stick with this one because it's like really bold and colourful. But obviously you've got that choice. What a beautiful kind of chariot card we have there as well. You know, the colourful buildings in the background, even the clouds in the sky of like, you know, colour. Oh, look at that as well. He's got vinyl LPs for the wheels on that chariot. And that horse is going in a completely different direction to that one. So he's got a little bit of work to do before he gets moving. So that is beautiful as well. That is the front cover of the box. Oh, that's nice as well, the way the hermit's like facing away from the reader. So like kind of walking away. That's really good, holding the lantern. I love that. Oh, and this Wheel of Fortune, look at that. So you've got film strip. So I wonder if this like is a kind of representation of your life is a movie. Maybe it could be that, or whatever else you see in it as well. Yeah, I like it. I like it. And that looks like, is that a film reel in the middle? Maybe. Yeah, I think it is supposed to be. It's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Justice card. You've got the standard kind of scales there as well. Hangman. Oh, absolutely gorgeous, the colours in that. Oh my god, cool, cool, cool death card with, it looks like the tarot. Yeah, that's the back of this deck, I think. Yeah, the back of this deck. It's really, really nice. Absolutely love it. That is the actual front of the guidebook. Temperance. Oh, so you've got like the mind, the heart, and then the harmony with the music. So that's about the harmonious balance between the two. That is so cool. The devil. I love the kind of wry smile on that devil's face, you know. Tower. Piano keys in there, look. It's gorgeous. I am really, really loving what I see so far. I don't think you guys will be able to kind of pick it up, but you can see like the kind of brush strokes in the cards as well from where Isabel made the painting. Oh, look at that moon card. Amazing. And the sun. Oh, so that is the sun. I remember that's off the front of the Pride Tarot box, isn't it? So now I know who Isabella is. And it's funny because when I've seen flip throughs of the Pride Tarot, this is one of the very few. The Sun card is one of the very few decks that cards that I actually liked in the deck, and so yeah, that kind of figures. So I'm so glad that Isabel decided to kind of make a deck of her own now. Oh, it's so cool, that Judgment card as well. Got the music, and yeah, it's really modern but still retains the kind of Rider-Waite feel. That's very kind of Art Deco-esque as well. I love that. Absolutely love it, yeah. So now we're on to the ones, and this is where, you know, some people get a little bit deflated because, you know, 78 cards is a big ask, really, you know, especially if it's, you know, kind of unpainted. So I'm kind of looking forward, and I hope it's not going to be like kind of a little letdown, you know. So no, it's not. That first of all, that ice is absolutely beautiful. So the two, so it's all very Rider-Waite-esque, which is fine, absolutely fine. Three there, look, the sheep on top of her head. The colours in that four, absolutely gorgeous. Five there. Six. A seven. Oh, I love that. Eight of wands. where you've got the, the prism, and then the light reflected coming out the other side, which to me like represents like total kind of energy and dynamics and direction. So that's a really cool rendition of the 8. 9 of Wands. I don't kind of get that one. Let me just, when you see something for the first time, have a look at that 9 of Wands there. Got 9, so I think we kind of, oh, look at that. How to keep the light of hope alive, navigate through tough times and emerge unscathed. It's difficult to see the light at the end of the tunnel, especially when you are inside of the tunnel. The 9 of Wands signifies that your inner fire is the key to coping with any difficulties and unlocking the mystery of circumstances. Ah, right, okay. While in transit to the Garden of Eden, the bather, a young and beautiful outdoor sculpture carved out of marble, was damaged. Right, okay. Her wrists and ankles were severed. Although the injuries inflicted on the bather are severe, she continues to grace the garden despite her imperfections. While in pose, she looks back at the 9 Wands as a reminder of the pain she had to endure on her trip to the Garden of Eden. Oh, how beautiful is that? I'm so glad I opened the guidebook to give me that little insight, because I would never have known that. But yeah, I can see now. Yeah, so you can see it as like endurance and things like that. So that's really, really cool. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that one. I like to know these things, guys, I ain't just going to blindly flip through and just, because, it's just lovely. So we've got King, Queen, Knight and Page. So all kind of standard, which is lovely. Oh, look at the rainbow there. And now we're on to Cups. Oh, so we've got this full kind of heart. Like a real representation of a heart there. What a beautiful 2 of Cups that is. And that 3. It's such a really kind of unique, fun, but like deep deck. Because as I said, there's no important symbolism missed out on it at all. And as we haven't got the golden cups, we've got the hearts with stems on this deck instead. That's really, really lovely. Oh, and that one. Oh, that's good. The way that one's been, the concept of that one. 8. Ah, so we've got the figure walking towards. That's, oh, look, it's books. I'm going to have a look. I think it's books anyway. I'm just going to have another look. Let's have a look here. Cups. King 9. It's good how my fingers are just landing on the pages. That's really good, the way that's happened. So, the 8 of Cups. Are you ready to start a new chapter? Are you waiting for your ship to come in? These are the questions posed by the 8. In life, you will often need to make difficult decisions to keep your dreams alive. Okay, then. The brilliantly talented, free-spirited, it's got Madama Butterfly walks away from the front stage. Oh, right, so that was a stage. She walks away from the front stage. She ends a performance in search of a new act in her book of life. Step by step, she executes the plan she has carefully drafted. Without regret or sadness, she allows her heart to feel the orchestra of emotions involved with starting a new act. These emotions are represented by the flowing river. The moon represents butterflies, inner glow, and personal truth. The leather-bound books in the distance represent mountains of wisdom to be lived, questions to be asked, and acts and chapters in life waiting to be written and performed. In this tarot, the Eight of Cups honours Japanese culture for its noteworthy contributions to the arts. What a beautiful rendition of the Eight of Cups that is. So this is not a guidebook for the sake of being a guidebook. It's a guidebook that explains absolutely everything in the deck, which is amazing, right? So yeah, it's really lovely to kind of, I've got stuck twice now thinking, well, yeah, and it's really nice and it makes total sense once you've read it. And so if some of these images may look a little bit, oh, I wonder what that means, you've got it at your fingertips in the guidebook, and obviously you'll only have to read it once. But every time I see that Eight of Cups now, it'll remind me of Madame Butterfly in this deck. Yeah, oh, I love the colour of the horses, and it's got a little bit like a seahorse face as well, because it's got a pointed, like a little seahorse snout. So obviously that's a representation of water, and the horse being kind of bluey green as well, with a kind of a fish tail, not like a regular horse's tail. So, oh, that's so lovely. That also looks like a stage as well. A little fish coming out of the heart. Now we're on the swords. Two. Oh, so that's pierced by arrows. Or is it a pencil? And it's an egg. Is it an egg? Do you want me to have a look in the book? I'm really enjoying this. Three of Swords. 9. 4. What a heartbreak. No ideas, no passion, no voices, no inspiration, nothing. Bleak silence. All that is left is excruciating pain in a grief-stricken heart getting drenched in the rain. This is what your muse's silence feels like. What happens when the passion that once burned in your bright heart is no longer there? And by the way, throughout the book, Isabel spells heart H-A-R-T. Can you see there at the bottom? There. Okay. The Three of Swords tells the story of your creative muse going on holiday. The light of the heart dims, panic, sadness, anxiety and frustration set in. This is a painful realisation of betrayal and loneliness which occurs when self-imposed expectations are not met. The artistic palette has lost its pulse and tempo as creativity ceases to flow through its arteries. The cold rain comes pouring down, leaving the grief-stricken palette lonely, betrayed, colourless and with 3 swords piercing the aorta. The heart is left in the shadows of despair. The Three of Swords remind you that betrayal and separation may come from loss or emotional barriers in the context of friendships, business associations, or romantic relationships. And then you've got the heart speaks. So that is kind of, hang on, that's it for that. So that is a palette then, not a... Of course it is, yeah, it's a palette. And there's absolutely nothing on the palette. There's me thinking it was an egg. Well, there you go. Forgive me, Isabel, if you ever see, if you ever watch this review. Yeah, it totally makes sense now. As I said, just let's have a look at the little guidebook before I open my mouth the next time. So there we've got the 4 on there as well. So now we're on to, oh hang on, I've put that card the wrong way around and that's going to bother me. Right, okay, so there's the 5. It's just the vibrancy of the colours in this deck, that paintbrush. And look, it's, you know, there's no colour, it's kind of bleak there. You know, the artist not in a boat this time. It's like a paintbrush. And you can see, look, the kind of strokes you could possibly make if you change your direction. Well, that's just my intuitive bit there anyway. So there's the 7. Oh, I love that 8 of Swords. The brain, the mind, with all the swords around it. I think Isabel must have a very good tarot knowledge of tarot. That's gorgeous as well, that 10 of Swords. So the King, the Queen, the Knight, and then that young page. And then last but not least, we're on to the last suit, which is the Pentacles. Oh wow, look at that cool 2 of Pentacles. Three. There's so many different kind of, like, I don't know, like, you know, different kind of cultures, art styles. Each card is like kind of a little masterpiece in its own right. You know, it's just really lovely. I mean, look, I love the fact that, for instance, this 5 of Pentacles on that lady's dress there, the paint's all running, look, onto the pavement. Or sidewalk if you're in the States. But yeah, it just totally gives like the meaning of the card. Oh, that's 6 of Pentacles as well. I wish you could really see how colourful they were. Because I keep flipping, looking at the camera and then looking at the card, and the red's kind of a different shade to this red in here. It looks more orange, as you can see on the camera, and it's very, very vibrant red on here. There's the 9 of Pentacles. And then finally, we've got the 10. Oh my gosh, look at that. King of Pentacles holding some vinyl and books and pencils and everything behind him. Oh, the Queen's got vinyl as well. The Knight and the Queen. Hang on, have I missed the page out? King, Knight, Queen, 10. Just a sec, guys. Have I left that page somewhere? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No. I don't know whether he's missing. Wait a minute. 10, 9, King. No, I'll have to look through the deck when I've kind of stopped the video. Unless he's kind of like slipped because oh, that's strange, isn't it? Oh, there he is. There you go. So there's the page. Absolutely gorgeous page. Do these like kind of follow on through? No, I just it's all right because they was like kind of like together, and I thought maybe they followed on, but no, they don't. You know, this is a really special deck. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous in every way. You know, it's modern, it's fresh, very, very intuitive as well. Especially if you like the old kind of symbolism. And obviously there's new symbolism in this as well. And it still really kind of retains that Rider-Waite-Smith, you know, authenticity, which I love. I really do. And, you know, I love people, you know, putting their own mark on tarot. Of course I do. But when something's kind of stripped of its authenticity from what it was originally, it's really not for me, I'm afraid. But this one is absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to start using it. And it's been an absolute pleasure to kind of, I don't normally do these, like, you know, unboxings where, you know, everything's still sealed, because I'm not one really at hiding my true feelings about something. So if I think it's like kind of like, you know, a bit lame or, you know, not for me, I will kind of say. But this one is absolutely beautiful, and the guidebook is not just the deck, the guidebook as well. And I love that, you know, she's put all these quotes in as well. So it is really a remarkable deck. I'll give the price at the beginning based on general US games releases. I'm not quite sure how much it costs from Oneness Emporium, to be honest. I will leave all the relevant details underneath. Don't forget though, if you enter the code Musings10 at the checkout, you will get 10% off your order, or any order you place as well, but that does not include sale or promotional items. So as I said, guys, I will leave the relevant links underneath. This has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for sharing this beautiful deck with me. As I said, it's you know, it's lovely to see something really, really nice, and personally for me, this does tick all the boxes. So this is one of the, you know, current US games decks that is really, really lovely. So thank you. You will see me again very soon, and I hope you're all doing okay. As I said in the beginning of the video, sending you love as always, and thank you for your support, thank you for your comments, and thank you so much for subscribing. Love to you all, and I'll speak to you soon, guys. Bye.